I don't want you walking blindly into situations where God is calling you to see. I don't want to have to sit, and don't get me wrong, I'll sit with you, but I don't want to have to sit with you in my office and we talking at length for 4 hours about a situation you could have easily avoided had you been walking in a knowledgeable faith. And not walking ignorantly under the guise of, well, Pastor, I married him because I was walking by faith. I'm with her because I was walking. You're being ignorant. You closed your eyes as to the realities of what God was showing you, and you stopped thinking. And now, you're in a situation. And so this is why we push the growth track. Yes, get saved, get baptized, new life, and then go to the full life foundations course with Pastor James, and then go into the deeper life discipleship course with Pastor Kears, and then go into Discover Life spiritual gift survey so that you can roll up your sleeves and serve in the area where God has gifted you. Why are we pushing this? Why are we pushing Wednesday night Bible study over and over and over again? Come on out. We're going line by line, precept by precept. Why are we encouraging you to tune in on Sunday mornings, get in the house, tune in online? What is it all about? Because we want you to be informed Christians that can walk in a knowledgeable faith and not just in what your eyes can see. I want you to know, forget me. God wants you to know. He spent the entire Bible throughout human history trying to get you to know so that you can walk in a knowledgeable faith and make it so that the devil stops beating you up. Aren't you tired of getting punched by the same jab? It's like the devil can't even really fight. He just... And there's some Christians... But when you have a knowledgeable faith, you see that jab coming. All right, you caught me once. I was slipping on that first one. You caught me. You caught me. But then when you see him loading back to hit you with the same punch, how easy is it for you to slip that jab? Man, I'm talking to some fighters in the room. Maybe you're not a fighter. You're not really. Stop getting hit with the same jab. How do you stop getting hit with the same jab? I say this all the time. Anytime you see in UFC or in boxing, or with a shout out to the men, we just sat down and watched Big George Foreman, a great boxing movie. Check it out if you haven't had a chance. But how many times, what you don't realize is that those boxers, before they get in the ring, they exercise, they do their jumping jacks, they work on their endurance and their strength, but they also spend countless hours studying the enemy. Countless hours seeing how the enemy fights. So when they get into the ring, they're not just strong and they're not just full of endurance, but they're thinking, they're knowledgeable. They already see what's coming before it comes. They've already won the fight before they got in the ring because they know what the enemy doesn't think they know. Walk in a knowledgeable faith. Because that is even better than sight. I'll prove it to you. This is why the growth track is important. As you learn and understand, you're able to get a grasp on the reality around you beyond what meets the eye and operate on a level that frustrates the enemy. I want to operate on a level that frustrates the enemy. If you're not frustrating the enemy, I'm concerned that you don't know enough. If you're not frustrating the enemy, it means he doesn't really see you as a formidable foe. When he gets the chance, he's just going to take you out. You're going to back burner you for later because you're going to be done in a second. He's worried about the knowledgeable ones. If you're not frustrating God, you need to get into your word more. Read more. Come out to Bible study. Get on the growth track. See, here's an example. I can walk into my house at 12 o'clock at night with all the lights off. And I can walk into my house from the garage, walk into the living room, go to the refrigerator, get something from the refrigerator, go back, walk through the living room, go upstairs into my bedroom, go into my closet, put on my pajamas, and get in my bed without turning on the lights. Why can I do that? Because I know. Because I know. I know my environment. I know what's around me. I know where the turns are. I know where the bends are. I know where the kids typically leave their toys. I know it. I already know my surroundings. I don't need to turn on the lights because I know. I'm knowledgeable of where I am. And this morning, I believe God is saying, listen, the reality is life sometimes is going to try to shut the lights off on you. Your situations are going to try to shut the lights off on you. And what do you do when you find yourself in life and it seems like someone shut the lights off? That's when you're not having to walk by sight, but you can still navigate and do everything that you need to do because you're walking in a knowledgeable faith. I know the devil is right around the corner. I know how he typically tries to get me. I know when I come this way, he's going to try to sweep my leg. I know. I'm not walking by sight. I'm walking in a knowledgeable faith. And when I get uncertain, your word is a lamp. Oh my God, who am I talking to this morning? Your word is a lamp. Just in case I get a little nervous, just in case I get unsure, just in case I get to a place I've never been before, your word. Oh, I didn't even see that ditch there. Your word is oh, there goes a hater. Let me go there. Your word is a lamp unto my feet. I don't need the world to keep the lights on. The world doesn't know light. Stop depending on the world to provide light. I don't care, world. Turn the lights off. Your word is a lamp unto my feet. A knowledgeable faith. Listen, faith isn't blind. Somebody say faith isn't blind. I know that sounds crazy. Just stay with me. In other words, walking by faith, it isn't blind and dumb. Even in the situations, and you may look at me and say, well, Pastor, what about the future? What about tomorrow? It's unknown, so how can I see it? I don't need to see it. I'm walking with God. I have no concern about walking into the unknown because I am holding the hand of He who knows. For Him, even the future is history. And so I don't have to know about tomorrow because I know God. And so we go through this thing.